today's video, I want to talk to you all about if you've seen the EYL interview with Pusha T. And in that particular interview, don't worry about it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the Nemt business and why Pusha T is the topic of discussion for this video today. Pusha T and the Nemt business. So if you have not watched any of the videos on my channel, so if you don't know, I'm going to introduce you to some of the things that we talk about. One of the things that we talk about on the channel is the non-emergency medical transportation business, better known as Nemt. And there's quite a few people out here that's educating people on how to get started in the business. And it's my duty as a Nemt owner as well to share with you how to get started and what's the steps to get started. There's a lot of information out there, and I just want to make sure that everybody's educated on getting started in the business. So my take, I want you to watch this clip. This particular clip is about maybe a minute, 2 minutes long, describing, what Pusha T said in this particular interview as far as his different businesses and things of that nature. And once we, finish that clip, we're gonna get back to it and we're gonna have a discussion, and we're gonna break down some steps on how you can get started in the Nemt business. You know what I'm talking about? Because from what I have been gathering about, in the community or this industry, we moving on up. You know what I'm talking about? It's getting more widespread. People are starting to acknowledge this particular industry, which is fairly new as far as, to the main public. So I believe it started in 1968 or 69, through the Medicaid industry. And so you can go back and watch some of my previous videos and get that history about the non-emergency medical transportation industry. But today, like I said, I want to come on here and talk about, Pusha T in that particular interview that he did with the EYL network, and how they were intrigued about it, because they have a previous video they started or taped a while ago about, somebody in, I believe, Atlanta, Georgia, that was in the ambulance, non-emergency ambulance part of the industry. So we're gonna get back, watch the clip. We're gonna get back and talk about it, and we're gonna help you get started in your business in the Nemt. And then we're gonna break down some few things for you. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm just like, man, I'm glad you're home, but like, what's up? Like, what are we doing? And he was like, man, I've been researching medical transportation. And he was like, yo, basically we would get these vans and we would put them with wheelchair lifts, and we go pick up, people who, need rides, or, people who, elderly, handicapped, whatever. I was like, really? I was like, and he's my man. So he was like, yo, I'm telling you, that's what I want to do. I'm like, all right, cool. So we get in the car, I go buy 2 vans, right? And I'm just like, here, it's 2 vans. Let's figure it out. We'll figure out the business or whatever the case may be. Man, that business is like 25 vans strong, running through the whole 7 cities. It's called Caring Hands Medical Transportation.
Caring Hands?
Caring Hands Medical Transportation. It has helped my mother. It has helped, sick cousins, family members, friends. It is, man, I've built so many great relationships with so many people behind this business.
So now that you've seen the clip, things I want to talk about in that particular clip was really important that I want people to know. So he was talking about one of his partners got caught up in the system. He had to end up doing some time, right? Something similar to my situation. So if you already know, seen my backstory. Went to prison in 2013, came out in 2015. So most people believe that you cannot start, this particular business if you have a felony criminal record. So there's ways that you can get into it, and there's some ways that you can't get into it. If you have certain type of felonies, then you can't, put this particular business in your own name. Okay? So drunk driving, for one, it's a wrap. else you get expunged, right? So you can't do that. Anything financial crimes, embezzling, check fraud, credit card fraud, anything to do with money. If you're working with Medicaid, if you want to work with Medicaid or brokers, you're X'd out on that, right? But you can do private pay. So it all depends on what you want to do with your, how you want to build your particular business, right? Next thing I want to talk about is the way they set up the company. Pusha T, I'm saying him as his partner. He's the one that did all the research while he was in prison. Something similar to my situation, as you already know. So he looked up the information, gathered all the information that he needed, to how to get started. You know what I'm saying? What are the requirements? Is there any licensing, certifications that you need, right? But what he could not do is he could not start the business on his own. This is what I'm gathering. He needed a partner. Maybe the partner was just the money guy, which would have been Pusha T. So they basically partnered up because Pusha T didn't know anything about the industry. So in particular in the interview, as you've seen, Pusha T was talking about where you can, the guy was telling them where you can get some vans, and what you do is you put some wheelchair lifts on them, and you can take people, to the medical appointments, elderly people or people that have disabilities, which is also correct, right? But there's also information that you need to know on the back end of that, which is that you don't have to start with a minivan or any type of van. You can start with your personal vehicle that you have right now, what we call ambulatory, which means you can take your four-door sedan, which is your Ford Escort, Chevy Malibu, Honda Accord. You can use those particular vehicles just to start off with, right? To do ambulatory. You don't worry about the wheelchair customers at first. You worry about that on the back end. But you can start this business, with the vehicle that you have, as long as it's a decent running vehicle. I would get it inspected to make sure that, everything is on the go. And we talk about that in the ebook. If you want to learn more, dropping a new ebook, Black Friday, the 2.0 to how to start your Nemt business, right? Look at the link will be in the description, but I advise you to go get that information. It's fire information, and we got a lot of extra resources in there as well. But that's not what this video about. Let's continue about what we're talking about today. So like I said, in a particular interview, he was basically talking about how his partner gave him that information, and then they linked up, and now he has, I believe, 7 or 9 vehicles. No, he was in 7 cities. I believe it was 7 cities. But this is just to let you know how this business can be done, even though you may have a criminal past. So all my people that's left comments under the videos, my TikTok, to ask, can I do this? I have a felony. Is this gonna prevent me? No, it's not gonna prevent you, because there's several ways that you can get into this business without being the what we call the face of the company. So there's ways to go about doing your business, right? Another thing I want to touch on, again, like I was talking about before, you don't have to have a minivan. The minivan is an extra perk, right? Because the extra perk will be you having the wheelchair lift on that particular vehicle, so you can service those type of customers, clients, as well as just your regular passengers that go to dialysis appointments or physical therapy appointments, the ER, discharge, student transportation. There's all types of clients that you can service in this particular business. And you also need to want to think outside the box. You don't want to just think about, regular people, they're going to the doctor's appointments. People need to go to the airport. People need private transportation. You might have somebody, let's say a D-list artist that comes into the city or something like that, and they need some transportation, private transportation. They'll look for you, and you can provide that service for them. So like I said, don't think about just the aspect of, I just got to take elderly people to their appointments, or, disabled people. Whatever the case, just make sure you have an open mind to the type of clients that you want to service. Okay. Now, interview. I think it was a decent interview, right? It brought light to the community, meaning the Nemt community or the private transportation community, which is all good. But the thing that I like to take away from is you got to do your own research of what applies to you in your state. So I'm in Michigan, the 313 area, right? Detroit area to be exact. So the same rules don't apply to like in Charlotte, North Carolina, or Chicago, Illinois, or Columbus, Ohio, or Phoenix, Arizona. Every state has different rules and regulations that they require their private transportation or NEMT companies to abide by and to get certified with. So we're going to talk about a few of those things today in this video. So number one thing I would tell you to do is to do your own research, meaning contact the state that you're in to figure out what the licensing that you may need, which may be CPR certification, which also may be the PASS certification, passenger assistance, safety, sensitivity training. You also may need the CPR. You may need CDL. Most states don't require it, but you want to make sure that you are finding that information out before, you know what I'm saying, you putting all your money into this business and find out you got to do something else. So do your own research. You also want to research the type of clients that you want to have. I would see what type of what type of need do your community, I would say what type of need that your community have to have or that they need for you to provide for them. For instance, there may be senior citizen buildings that have people that just need to go to the pharmacy. You can have a certain day that you just pick up people to go to that pharmacy, and you can just take 4 or 5 of the people, on that one day. See what I'm saying? I just want you to understand it, to figure out what type of clients you might just want to deal with dialysis patients, or you might just want to deal with airport transportation. People just want to go back and forth to the airport. Or then again, you might just want to only work a few hours a day. That's student transportation. Student transportation could be you 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, right? So that's your whole day, primarily your whole day. You're doing student transportation or doing sporting events. You know what I'm saying? So do your own research and figure out what, your community, you think your community may need. Next thing I would tell you to do is figure out your business name. Come up with something catchy but short and straight to the point. Come up with a business name and then get your EIN number. Go to irs.gov. Go to irs.gov. Get your EIN number for your business. Monday through Friday. Get on the website. Monday through Friday. Takes about 10 minutes. 10 minutes or less, you can get your EIN number. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can fill out that to get your IRS EIN number. Next thing you want to do after that is I will go to Secretary of State's website and I would get my business entity set up. There's several type of business entities: sole proprietorship. There is a partnership. There's a LLC. There's a S corp, C corp. There's a trust and a state. Figure out what type of business entity you want to set up. In most cases, it will be LLC. So set your LLC up, and then we're gonna move on to the next thing that you need to do after you fill out get your LLC set up. You want to go get your business checking account because you want to get paid in this industry. If you want to be dealing with Medicaid or brokers, you're going to have that business bank account because you're going to have your deposits or your checks written out to your business, and you have deposited in there so you can run your corporation not like a side hustle. We ain't doing no side hustles right now. We're all about business because eventually you want to scale up and go get some business credit. You know what I'm talking about? That's what you want to do eventually, is get some business credit. So after you get your business checking account, you also want to go for your certifications. So first thing you want to do is you probably want to get your NPI number, National Provider Identifier number. And you go to cms.org and you fill out the application online. It takes about that application on the web is only about 5 minutes at the most. It's 3 pages, page 3 through 6. Okay. They're gonna ask you the type of questions such as are you applying for it as an individual or are you applying as an organization? So we're not a doctor, we're not a lawyer. We're not a doctor, we're not a nurse or nurse practitioner. We are a corporation that is providing service. So you're going to check the box that says organization, and you're going to, for the rest of the application, you're going to fill out all the information pertaining to the organization. And then when you get down to the taxonomy code, I believe it's 3439, and then there's 5000000043X. That is the taxonomy code. So when it comes to that particular part, just let me say it again. Rewind that video, or rewind that part, and you're gonna put 3439500000X 43 or 34. No, it's 43. Okay, and then you're gonna wait for about 10 days. It used to come back in when I was first teaching this information. You first used to get back that same day, but now they say it takes up to 10 days. So wait for your NPI application to come back or approved. Okay, now you have your NPI number. Now you can apply to brokers and things of that nature. But then we want to move on to your CPR certification. CPR is basically the minimal medical attention what is it called? I just say medical care that you can provide to your clients. So if you're watching my TikTok videos or my YouTube videos, I would not want anybody transporting my family members to any type of appointment or transporting them, period, without having, the least amount of medical training. We'll say medical training, because they could be, revived that to the EMT gets there, okay? So get your CPR certification from Red Cross or any organization that provides that particular training, and get CPR certified. Because when you're dealing with brokers and Medicaid, most of them require, in most states, require you to have it. After that, you want to go to ctaa.org, and you're going to get your PASS certification, Passenger Assistant Safety Sensitivity Training. And this is basically teaching you how to properly secure a wheelchair, how to deal with your clients. Also deals with sexual abuse and things of that nature. So it's all of that in one. Cost of that is $750. It's well worth it. But if you're part of the CTAA community, I believe it's $650. So get your PASS certification training, because you're most definitely going to need that when you're dealing with brokers. Next, you want to figure out, also, are you in a broker state? I should have said in the beginning, as part of your due diligence, or you're doing your own research, figure out if you're in a broker state. I have a previous video that tells you all the states that have required that are broker states. I'll have that pinned on the end of this video somewhere, but I can just go over a few that I can name off the top of my head, which will be Arizona, Colorado, California, Ohio, Illinois, Tennessee, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, Virginia, New Jersey. That's just to name a few. Like I said, you can, and also if you get the ebook packet, if you get our ebook, there's a list of brokers and a type of broker they are, because there's 3 different types of brokers in each state. So they have certain powers. So watch that video and so you can understand what type of broker it is, or if you are in a broker state. After that, if you figure out you are in a broker state, I would partner with the brokers. Brokers such as Southeast Trans is a broker, VO is a broker, Modifcare is a broker. I'm having a brain fart. But just like I said, you can go to my previous videos and you can see all the brokers, majority of the brokers that are in the state, whether they're regional or if they're nationwide. And those are the brokers that I can just think of offhand. But if you are with a broker, you go to their website, you fill out like 2-page application and let them know that you want to partner with them. You put all your information, like such as your NPI number, such as name of your business, operations, how many vehicles you have, ways to contact you, you know what I'm saying, pertinent information that they're going to need. So partner with a broker. Next, you get your Medicaid number. might not be required in your state, but if you want to deal with Medicaid and it's required, get your Medicaid number. You go to your state's Medicaid website, get your Medicaid number. Yeah, and I want you to follow through with all those particular steps. After you do all that, right? We get the partner with the brokers. Want to fill out your Nemt application. You want to pay your application fee. So each state, there's a couple states that do not require you to have an application fee, so Michigan and a few others, but application fee. So you know the name of the game. So if you start any type of business in the state, if it's car wash, a hair salon, doctor's office, all those businesses require you to pay an application fee. And this business, this particular industry is no different. So the application fees, I know the one in New York is $688. I believe North Carolina is like $525. California, I believe it's $585. You know what I'm saying? The prices vary because each state, you know what I'm saying, they have their own regulations and how much they want to charge for a particular business. So check your state and figure out what you need to do to pay, how much you need to pay for that particular application. And then once you do that, you want to figure out if you're going to use your personal vehicle or if you're going to go out on the limb and you want to finance or purchase a vehicle, right? I would not suggest that when you're first starting off, you know what I'm saying? Pusha T did that, but he's a rapper, he had a couple of dollars that he can invest. So if you, anything like me or anybody else that's teaching this information, more than likely you started off with the vehicle you had, or you got you a nice little minivan or something just to start off with that wasn't too much money. So those are the things that I wanted to share with you on, you know what I'm saying, as far as that video go. I just wanted to give you my perception of the information that he dropped. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty vague, you know what I'm saying, but you got the gist of the information as far as, you know what I'm saying, you can start a business. As Pusha T was telling you, like his homeboy just came out the joint, right? I came out the joint in 15, started in 17. I started in 18. Just driving for a company. I ended up driving for a guy, we call him Mo, down in Dearborn, Michigan. And I learned the gist of the business, you know what I'm saying, all from, riding and sitting back in that office, you know what I'm saying, just soaking up game. So this business is more than feasible for anybody to start. A lot of people are doing the medical carrier or whatever you call that, type of thing. But I'm just going to say hands down, it ain't got shit on this particular business as far as medical transportation goes. You know what I'm saying? I believe the pay is better and it's more frequent as far as, getting paid. You know what I'm saying? If you've seen my videos, $10K a month is easy, even though you got a lot of expenses. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. My bad. So, vehicle insurance. You're going to need vehicle insurance, okay? That's another step that you need to do. Get you some vehicle insurance. There's several companies out there. If you can't find nobody, Google insurance brokers in the state of whatever state you're in. They'll find you some the best insurance. So you're going to need commercial auto insurance and general liability insurance for these particular vehicles, right? And in some states, it's very rare, but you might need a bonding insurance, meaning how like if somebody goes to jail and you got to bond them out and you got to pay a bond. This is something similar to that. So in case something happens to one of your drivers driving a client, that bond insurance will cover whatever cost that happens in between, that scenario. So, I've never heard of any states offhand that do bond insurance, but they let you know that this is part of some of the things that may be required. So, just want to throw that out there. You might have to have bond insurance, and the bond insurance can be quite expensive, meaning like $1 million policy, and you got to put like 10% down on that. So that's $100,000 of $1 million policy. So, just want to, make that known, but more than likely it won't be you, but I had to throw it out there so the information will be available to you when you do get to starting. So, if you don't know or you want more information, this is a channel to look for information as well as other channels out there. I got some information on TikTok. Go follow me on TikTok, the Owns Do That, as well as, like I said, go to my website. The link will be in the description. If you want more resources and more help, you need a consultation, you just want to go over some information, you know what I'm saying, we need some guidance, we have that available for you. But dropping Black Friday, we have the playbook for how you can get started in the Nemt business, and I'm strongly suggest you go over there to our website dhomeschoolDad.com and place your order so you can get your ebook along with all the rest of the resources. We have calling scripts as well as that come in there. We have the policies and procedures that comes along with the ebook package, and the broker list and the broker guide. It's the broker guide for the Nemt industry. So you get all that. Just head to our website, get you that information. Hey, look, glad to be back. You know what I'm saying? I took a little time off, but this can be grueling. This business can be grueling. So just had a grandbaby too. So our focus is on a lot of things right now. But I gotta make sure I come back here and talk to my people and let you know what my take is on that. It's my review or my review on that particular video. Pusha T, salute to him for, you know what I'm saying, bring a light to the industry. But I also want to give a shout out to all the players that's in the game right now that's been doing it, which is Stunnerly Stephanie down in North Carolina, Jazz and Mo out in California with MJ Reliable. I forgot the other guy named I think it's Motivational Charles down in North Carolina. I'm saying people out here that's giving up the information, that's trying to help our community, you know what I'm saying, build some information and get us to a better place, you know what I'm saying, get off of that 9 to 5 and creating your own, because there's a bag here for you. Just to let you know, $10,000 a month is easy. It's hard, but it's easy. It's easy to get that $10,000 a month with that vehicle, you know what I'm talking about. So, salute to you. Appreciate you watching. Love and light. Peace, love and light. Into the next video. Salute.
This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.